What's up, y'all? It's LiiNatural here, and I'm back with another video. And today's video is gonna be really cute and fun, I hope. I want to mention I got a microphone. It's right there. It's like on my chest. I just wanted to try it out, and I just thought I'd randomly do a video to test out my microphone. So let me know how it's sounding, okay? Hopefully it is picking up and, it's doing what it's supposed to do, because it's supposed to be doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, okay. All right, so today's video is going to be my main top 6, because there's 6 of them. I was trying to make it 5, but it's 6 of them. My top best advice for raising daughters or raising a daughter. Just the basics, the easy stuff. There's so much to tell you all. There's so much advice to give. But these, I feel like, really need a main focus. And I really just wanted to talk about them and tell you what I think about them. The first one is communicate and understand each other. So when I say this, I'm saying you need to, when it's mom and daughter, you have to express what's going on, because mom and daughters, once you get to a certain age, you're going to get to a point where you disagree and things like that. You want to be on one accord their whole life. So while they're little and growing up, do your best trying to communicate with them, understanding them, and just hearing them out when they're young, telling you all of their stories, what happened in daycare, what happened in school, what happened today in high school, anything, whatever age they are, just as long as you're talking about them, talking about the situation, whatever they experienced, and communicating and understanding what each other went through. And you explain, I've been there before, I've been a kid before, I know what it's like. Understanding and just communicating with each other is the best thing you can do when having a daughter. It's like really, really important. Number 2, I think, is to be very close and don't hide any secrets. So it is really good to try to treat your daughter as, not, I'm not a parent that believes that, we gotta bring it to like we're best friends and sisters and stuff. No, I'm still your mama. I'm gonna always be mommy regardless, but we can have a very close bond, mommy and daughter. It doesn't have to be on sis level, crazy, nothing to the point where you don't respect me. You know what I'm saying? We are very close. So when I say close, do things together. Go get your nails done together. Go get your feet done together. If you have multiple daughters, mommy and daughter days are very good. I do that with my daughters. I try to do it every now and again, not all the time, because I do have other children. I have a son now, and I'm going to have another son. So, we do try our best to do mommy and daughter days, whether it's just us playing in our hair, talking about our hair, talking about our nails, feet, anything just mommy and daughter related, playing in makeup, even though I don't wear makeup, just bonding and making us closer is the best thing to do. When having a daughter, that's the best thing you can do. Even when they're very small, you can take them to go get their nails painted, anything that is bonding material, anything that is related to you all, just bonding a moment. No secrets, just be very honest with the girls. I feel like honesty is key. Both of you saying the truth, no matter the age. Honesty is everything. Growing up, my mom always was truthful with me. She never lied to me about anything. Even when I was very young, just very straightforward with me and honest about everything. So, and I really appreciate her for that. I feel like I had the best mom in the world. So, and I grew up with my mom being a stud. So if y'all want a story time on that, let me know. Number 3 is tell them about their body. Use codes. Actually, I'm doing a video, baby. Go do it with Sissy. Yeah, he's playing his game right now. Okay, talk about body parts and use code body part names until they're old enough to understand the real names. So when I say this, it's best to try to do code names. I grew up with a codes for my parts, and it was just very cool to me. But I did know, that they were my important parts that nobody should see. and also nobody should touch. So that's why my mom coded them, because if I talked about these codes, then she would know, something was up. I should not be talking about my codes. So it's really good to create a code name. Like, for instance, if your daughter, is worried about her V, you can call that her pocketbook if she's young. Like my code name my mom had for me was my Oshkosh, and then my butt was my Oshkosh Bagash. So I was told, if anybody touches your Oshkosh Bagash, or anybody tries to look into your Oshkosh Bagash, or your touch on your Oshkosh, like, nobody's supposed to be there. That is the Oshkosh. Don't touch it. We only touch it when we take a bath, and when mommy cleans you, and when you cleaning yourself. Nobody is supposed to be in your Oshkosh. Nobody is supposed to see your Oshkosh. All that stuff. Explain it to them using the code word, because if they start to speak to you at a young age about the codes that you've taught them, then you got deeper conversation to have. And this also puts in their mind, that, okay, my mommy told me that that area, is my Oshkosh. So why is he or she trying to mess with that area? I'm going to tell my mom when I get home. Like, they're going to know immediately to come back and tell you that code. So you just have to be very strict with it and tell them, I was told all the time, every day. And when something happened to me, immediately the same day, as soon as my mom picked me up, I immediately told her what happened to me automatically, and she took care of it. So I always felt protected by my mom, and seeing her protect me immediately just, was amazing as I grew up and understood what happened. Just knowing that you're going to be there for your child, don't go at them in the wrong way, listen to them, and handle the situation how you're supposed to, until, they get old enough to understand what that actually is, vajayjay, and the back parts, and the boobs, and every all that good stuff. So yeah, I think code names are really important for young girls until they're old enough to understand, and very important to let them know that nobody is supposed to see or touch the code names. So very important for daughters and sons. Teach them about bad people. So this is also kind of close to that part. Girls have very high chances of being assaulted, or touched, molested as a kid, or anything like that. So it's really important to teach them mannerisms of people when they come around. I kind of just picked up on people's energy. I was the type of kid that could kind of read people, so it's not always really easy, but it is really good to tell your child, don't go just sitting on people's laps. Don't go just going up to people, getting in between their legs. Don't go up to people just getting in their face and all up on them, wanting something. Oh, candy, candy. Like, don't take candy from just everybody. You're not supposed to eat from everybody anyway. You don't answer certain questions from certain type of questions that grown adults ask you. There's certain things you have to be aware of, like, if you're not there and your child is unaware of the questions they're being asked, sometimes kids are smart enough to, I don't know, play it off and walk away, or just not walk away. I won't say that, but if you embed it into them enough, it will get to the point where they'll come to you and tell you what the adult was asking them. So, telling them, oh, if there's an adult asking you too many questions, make sure you come tell me. Come tell me if somebody is making you feel uncomfortable. And by being uncomfortable, if they're making you sit on them, if they're rubbing on you too much, or just touching you in any kind of way, I need to know. You need to let me know. Okay. And bad people, they need to know about crime. They need to know that things happen, that life is real. They need to know that things happen to girls and things happen to boys, that it is possible for someone to hurt you as a child or as a teenager. The girls need to understand that it is possible, and it can happen in middle school, it can happen in high school, it can happen at any given time. So it's just important to be very smart and aware of your surroundings. I was always told, be aware of your surroundings. That was my mom's favorite thing to say. Be aware of your surroundings. I can hear it in my head my whole life. I'll never get that out of my head. So always aware of my surroundings. Teach them, I know the girls like to be cute and everything, the older ones. Teach them when they're walking or doing anything out with the girls, one ear with the headphones, because now the ear pods are a thing. One ear needs to be free. They should not be walking with both ears covered. You can easily get abducted, you can get taken away, and it's just really important to be aware of your surroundings, like Nana said. So be aware, okay? My mom was the best. Number 5 is talk to your girls about boys. They need to know and understand that boys are bad. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say that. They need to know and understand that boys can be a distraction. Boys aren't as focused as the girls are. The girls are in their books trying to get their work done. The boys are kind of talking about sports or talking about the girls they see. They need to be aware that sometimes the boys are not really focused on what's really going on in school. They're focused on them. The girls are pretty, they have pretty skin, they have pretty eyes, the girls are girls, we're girls. So it is important to let them know, boys will be there. They will always be there. But the main focus is making sure you're good and making sure your mental is together and making sure you're smart. You need to be smart so that you can understand people and know how the world works. And boys, they're kind of a distraction. It's just better to steer clear until the time is right. Now, it is going to get to a point where your daughter's going to get a boyfriend. I'm not there yet, and trust me, I'm not ready. And I know my husband ain't ready. But one day it's going to come. And, we talk to them about boys. We let them know boys are just boys. Boys are different. They are extra. Boys are crazy. So we just try to explain to them that boys just really aren't important right now. The books are important, Don't focus on it, but it does, happen just like mommy and daddy did. We fell in love and we got married and now we have a family. So it does happen, but right now when you're young, it's just not the time, and the best thing to do is to build a life and a career and know what you want to do before you try to get distracted at a young age by a boy. You don't want to start so young worrying about boys, because then you're fried up and then you don't have a drive. You don't feel the need to, focus on your future. You're just so worried about love from a guy, and it's not important at the time. So it's really important to teach them to love themselves first, and the boys will come later. Okay, the boys will come later, and just focus. This is something that can keep them just in a better state of mind. You don't want to see a young child going through a heartbreak or saying their boyfriend broke up with them and they're only in the 5th grade, and I'm like, why are we talking about this? Like, you don't want to be there. So just try to tell them early, talk about it, and let them understand that having a boyfriend now, no, that's not the deal. Like, that's not what we're doing. Like, not now. I think that's really important. And my last and final, I feel like it's very, very important for us moms and daughters, is showing love and affection. Definitely telling them you love them every day, all day, just saying it. Even if they call you on the phone while you're out, when you're hanging up the phone, okay, love you. It doesn't matter even if you said it this morning, just make sure you say it, because you never know when your last time may be speaking to that person. your mom, your daughter. So always show love and tell each other you love each other. Every night, hug, kiss, say your prayers together, you know, get on your knees together. You don't always have to pray on your knees. Hold hands, just stand together and pray. Even if they're coming by your bedside saying their prayers like ours does. Every night they come next to the bed and we say our prayers and we all kiss each other goodnight and we all say we love each other, you know, every single night since they learned how to talk. This is the routine. This is important because they need to know that they are loved. They need to be reminded that there is somebody in the house that cares and loves them so much. Mommy is right here. I love you so much. Like, there's nothing you can't come to me and talk about. There's nothing that you can tell somebody out there, your friends, anything like that. I'm really here. Like, we can really be like that. It's really important to let them know and make them feel that you love them. Hug them, kiss them, all of that. It's just really, really, really important. It doesn't matter if they're the ones giving you the kiss on the cheek. As long as you're doing something affectionate, hugs, kisses on the cheeks, it's important. Okay. And those are all of my tips that I feel are really, really important, the top ones. But there's so much that you can know as far as being a first time mom of daughters or just having daughters. Is just important things to know about raising our daughters, especially in these days where they're looking at social media, they're looking at couples, they're looking at these things, they see this stuff, and it's really not important. So it's just important for us to guide them in the right way because they are the future and you want them to be the perfect woman. Of course, nobody is perfect, but you want to raise her and see her when she's older and say, wow, I did a good job. Actually, I did a damn good job. That's what you want to say. That's what I'm going to be saying. I know I want to do my best and I'm trying my best. So, and ladies, we are not perfect, but remember to just do your best. And that's all. Huh? I thought you see your balls. Okay, go ahead. I'm coming. Okay, so that's all. I will catch y'all in the next one. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are 6 months pregnant. I don't know if you all know that, but if you have not already seen my pregnancy updates, you can go ahead and watch those. My due date is October 7th. So yeah, if any of you girls are pregnant right now with girls, this hopefully, I hope it helped you and it gave you any ideas on what to talk about or be ready for when you have your daughter. So bye. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing backflips. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.